All right. I got distracted there at the last minute. So now we are, I believe we're planting sunflowers. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll go ahead and feed Lincoln. Now we'll go ahead and drive back down to the shop. We'll drive back down to the shop and then we'll fast travel and go finish planting the sunflowers. And then we'll have to look at contracts. Always takes me a minute to get back into it. Ooh, I almost forgot what I was doing. I wasn't paying attention. Kind of zoned out. I'm actually pretty tired. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm just tired. I didn't get to really rest any today. Now we can see those fields are flooded. Hey, Lawrence. How you doing? How was your day? My day's been okay. I didn't get any rest, so I am pretty tired. I don't know how long we'll stay on tonight. Okay, now we can just... Where's our... There we go. Now, I'm not sure what all we'll get into tonight. I haven't looked at the map or anything yet. I don't really remember from Friday night what we were going to be doing other than finishing this. Hey Monty, how was your day? We can take a look at the map and see what we got. Yeah, we have Archie's Field. We have this one right here, this Archie's Field sorghum, and that's good. I'm glad we have that because we can put it in his chicken coop and then we can get him some chickens. I did not want to get him chickens until we actually had some grain in there for him. And that's all we have until we sleep again. I'm pretty sure that was it. Until we sleep again, and then that's going to be good. Yeah. But it's a little bit too early. I don't want to sleep just yet. Let's look at contracts. What time is it? Oh, we'll wait until it turns 1 o'clock. And then we'll look at contracts. I got distracted right at the last minute before I started this live stream. And it was actually a couple minutes after 12 when I clicked start. I got distracted in my head. Now, it's a good thing that we were able to get rid of the fencing around Archie's place because it had that, that gate, the entryway, and I don't know if our harvester would have even fit through there. But when we bought the place, that fencing and the gateway disappeared. So it may have been linked to maybe the farmhouse. When we sold the house, maybe it sold the fencing. I still think this is a pretty strange piece of equipment, this planter. The way you have to drop it like that, connect to the other end, and then fold it. I still get confused. Now looking at it from that angle, that field across the way right there has a pretty good hill in it right here. That field right there. You don't really notice it like when you're coming up this way, you don't see it as much. But from that angle right there, that's a pretty good sized hill. And that hillside looks pretty cool over there. I don't know what's growing over there, oats or wheat. I'm not sure what that would be over there. It's ready to harvest though. I need to remember to fill this thing back up with seed, well, fertilizer too. All right, last time around the field. Now let's see contracts. I don't really want to do baling. There's a small field of sunflowers we can do. We could mow. We've mowed that before. That would be okay. We could mow that. And then we could go mow this. That's right up there where we're at right now. We do have a sprayer, so we could spray that. Stone picking. There we go. See, there's another good contract. We'll do that one next. Mowing is easy money. Stone picking is even easy money, and it's more. So we'll do this one next, and then we'll probably do mowing. Well, I want to do a couple of more things. I don't want to go sleep just yet. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon. In a way, like looking at these contracts like this right here, it kind of reminds me like when I was a truck driver and I would be in truck stops. They had boards that had jobs on them that you could look at, and like looking at these contracts reminded me of like looking at those boards that would have those jobs. And you could look up those jobs, you could call people up, and if you wanted to, you could take one of those jobs, you know. It was pretty cool. But just thinking about those contracts reminded me of that. Nice. Now we might as well just drop that thing right there. It's maybe one of the first times I actually did this correctly. All right, sunflowers back in the ground. Now we're gonna buy Archie some some chickens. I'm not sure how many. I think about 100 to start with. I think his chicken coop will hold 360. But we'll just start with about 100. I don't know if I have it set up correctly to sell eggs. I won't know until it actually starts producing some eggs and see if it actually sells them. Okay. Okay, then we want to accept this contract, stone picking, accept it, okay? And that's just across the way from us. Nice. Now let's fill the planter back up. This is sometimes a little bit tricky also. Let's see. I remember last time I wanted to do this, it was a little bit tricky. Actually, not just a little bit. come on. I might be going to the wrong one. There we go. Whoops. There we go. I was having trouble getting swung around beside the other one, because you have to go to both of them. Alright, now we have a stone picking. Now we can fit down the little lane down here. We don't have to go all the way around. Thankfully, this rock picker, stone picker folds up. And we get to keep the stone, which is nice. Well, it's not a real wide working width, but at least it works fast. Which is a little bit unrealistic, but that's okay. Hey, Eugene, it's good to see you. How are you? How was your day? All right, awesome. Let's take a look at something while this guy's doing that. I want to take a look at the chickens just to see what we have. Okay, oh, we only have 2 different kinds. And these are what, $50 a piece? Wow. Do I really want, how many do I want to buy? At $50 a piece. I might buy, what, maybe 10? Maybe we buy 10, or maybe we can buy 20 at 6 months, buy 20, and then buy, what, maybe 10, and then 1 rooster. I really didn't want to buy any roosters. I really just want egg laying, but we can have up to 350. So I might as well just buy, like I said, buy the first 20. That'll be $1,000. And then see, if I buy the rooster, I can let, I don't have to buy the rest of the chickens. I can just let them reproduce. Maybe I'll do that, and then I'll get rid of the roosters once the thing's full, so that way I don't have to buy all the chickens at $50 a piece. We could buy them at $5 a piece and just let them grow up, but let's start with 20. Yeah, 20 and 5, because maybe we just buy them at a young age, or we'll buy most of them at 0 months, so they're only $5, and just let them grow. I think that might be the thing to do. Because I'm not really wanting a rooster, but we do need to fill the chicken coop. Well, we'll figure that out. I'm undecided. I don't really know what happens to animals once we fill their capacity. I can't remember. I don't think on Riverbend Springs we actually filled the capacity. We may have. I don't remember. Alright, so now we have this contract right here. When we get done with that, we have to go, because I almost forgot, but we have to go up here, right here, to Archie's. I almost forgot. So we'll finish this contract that we're doing, and then we got to go up here and we got to do this field. And that, I mean, I mentioned this earlier, it's sorghum, so we need it. I need to do that before I buy chickens anyway. So we already have the chicken feed. And I totally forgot that. We were just talking about that too. I do like that empty barrel sound that it has, picking up those stones. I don't get a lot of them, but we have had quite a few, I will say that. And the fact that I get to keep the stone, I really like that. I have not used any of the stone yet, other than for decoration. Now I have field stones turned off as far as my regular gameplay is concerned. I could turn them back on and we could just do like stones every 3 times or something like that. Now I wonder if having field stones turned on would make them show up more often in contracts. I mean, even though they show up anyway, if they were turned on, would they show up more often or be available more often? I don't know, because I don't get contracts for harvesting wheat or barley or oats or sorghum or canola. I don't get that kind of stuff very often. And that stuff's all turned on by default automatically. You can't turn those crops off. I get a bunch of like carrots and green beans and peas and stuff like that. I've actually got a nice little pile of fieldstone. We're almost halfway through with this contract already. I looked for a particular chicken coop today that I thought we had used in on Riverbend Springs, and I could not find it. So we either used a different one than what I was thinking, But I was thinking that we were using the one that I have on Archie's farm, but we'll take a look at that. But I thought we had one on Riverbend Springs that held 2,000 chickens. And I know the one on Archie's place is only 360, I think. I could be mistaken though. Hey, Richard. How are you doing tonight? What game are you playing tonight? Or what map are you playing on? Snow Runner. That is one of my favorite games. Snow Runner. Although I will say, now I preferred the PS4 version simply because it had the scout vehicle that I liked, and that scout vehicle did not come over to the PS5 version, and I was very disappointed. But it is one of my favorite games. You know, I've never completed all the missions on any one map on that game. So whereabouts on the maps are you playing, Richard? I don't really remember the whole game, but I know there was like Michigan. I know there was a place in Russia. Like I said, I don't remember the stages of the maps necessarily, but where are you playing at? Starting in Michigan, okay. So are you on a brand new fresh start? That's awesome. That game is really fun. Like I said, I did prefer the PS4 version only because they had the scout vehicle, a mod scout vehicle that I really liked. I never crashed it, never had to recover it, never got it stuck where I couldn't get out. But it never came into the PS5 version. Or at least not while I was playing it. It could be there now, I don't know, but I don't think so. Oh, okay. Now see, I don't own any of that kind of stuff. I never got any of the DLCs or any of that kind of stuff. If my hands could handle playing that game, having the controller in my hand that much, I would be playing that game on here. I'd be streaming that game also, because it is one of my favorite games. But they came out with, now what was the one that followed SnowRunner? Roadcraft or something like that? I did not have any interest in that game. Now, Richard, have you ever played all the way through that game before? I've never made it through Michigan, quite frankly. I've never played in Russia or anything like that. I just know that there's places like that. Oh, okay. I was wondering, since you owned some of the extras, if you had like played all the way through or not. Like I said, I haven't. Actually, I've never played on maybe the first 3 or 4 maps. Well, I've told myself that more than once, Richard, and I have never accomplished it. But I would like to think that if I could hold the controller in my hands long enough to really play and stuff like that, that I would be able to do it. But I've always wanted to go through all the missions. I have done several missions, but I have never completed all the missions on any given map. But I have hauled a bunch of logs, repaired a bunch of bridges. What are we at? 84% complete? This contract will put us back up over the $1 million mark, which is nice. This guy spends almost as much time getting turned around as he does to actually run that entire row. By the time he gets actually turned around and started, he could already be down at the other end. It actually took longer. I just counted it, and it took this guy like the 9 counts longer to turn around than it did to actually make the entire pass from one end to the other. All right, almost done. Now we don't have to worry about any more contracts because we have one of our own fields to do. And by the time we get that one done, it'll be good enough time we can go sleep, I think. Oh, it's not going to let me finish. That's hard to see down through there. Now we can just park this back in here. We don't even have to empty it, not really. I think that looks cool. I don't really like this bucket right here though. I might move that because that is almost in the way now. So I should move that. Woohoo! Yeah. Polychromos. Hey, that's a rich man's pencil. Let's see. I think I'm gonna set this right here for now. You ordered them off of Blick. Nice. I've ordered from Blick before. Wait a minute. Oh, do I have to use my other tractor for that? Yeah, this is the one I set up for that, isn't it? Okay. I was thinking it was this one. As soon as I take care of that, then we'll go start harvesting. Okay, let's see. That's not picking anything up. I thought it was supposed to pick this up. How come it's not picking this stuff up? No, it had it in it. How do I do that now? I don't even know. That's kind of weird. I'd like to pick that pile up right there, but now I don't even know how to pick it up. I thought you just drove up to it. Huh. That's really weird. Don't exactly understand that. But let's maybe just drop this right here. I can't detach it. Now, what's going on? See, that's not what I want. I want to detach the arms just like I had them detached. And now they're not detaching for some reason. I don't even know what's going on. Well, I can't even detach. It won't let me take this off. Now it will let me detach it. Yeah, I had that part selected. It'll let me do it now. It just was like glitching out. See, now it's working. See, the bucket's working now. The bucket wasn't working. There we go. Yeah, for some reason, the bucket wasn't picking up. Because now it did. There we go. I like that better. Alright, now we go harvest some sorghum. Whoops. Yeah, that's nicer. It gives me a little more room in here. Now this is not a very big field, but we have Angela growing some more sorghum. and we'll take that up to Archie's place. I don't guess you see harvesters cruising through your neighborhood every day, do you, Monty? You'll start getting used to them, though. Well, it seems like it's a little longer up here at 17 miles an hour. I don't think we could have fit through the gate right there with the harvester head. It would have been really close. I don't know if we would have or not. Okay, now while that guy is harvesting, let's grab this tractor and we'll grab the fertilizer spreader and we'll take it up there. We could use that small one. Let's use this small one on this small field. Now, for the most part, this small fertilizer spreader is just for decoration, but it is actually usable. And this will be faster because I can do it myself in 2 passes, maybe even 1, but probably will do 2, just down and back. If you let the helper do it, it wants to take like, it wants to do like 1 pass in the middle, in the very middle, and then take 4 passes on the outside edge when it's not necessary. So a lot faster just to do it ourselves. We could have brought the big one, the big fertilizer spreader, and probably done this field in 1 pass. But if you got to drive down to the other end, you got to drive back. So we can just spread fertilizer going both directions. Now, I don't know if I have this set up correctly or not to sell. Well, I mean, I have it set to sell, but I don't know if I have it actually set up to where it will sell. I don't know if it's positioned correctly. That right there might be supposed to be over here. I won't know until it starts producing pallets and we can find out whether it's selling. So we'll just have to see if it starts spawning pallets over there, then we'll know I got it set up wrong. I'll have to figure it out. Always forget how that thing works. And this one's different too. You know, my coloring live stream this morning had over 150 views. I think that's the first time I've ever had one of my coloring live streams got that much attention. I was like really surprised because those live streams normally average about 35 to 40, sometimes a little bit more. Now all this sorghum in this field will probably put a very small dent in how much grain the little silo over there will hold. Now I did have one that the grain silo only held like 9,000 liters. I don't know how many this one holds. We won't know until, I don't think we'll know until we get, now see, it shows me I have egg reductions, but that doesn't tell me I have the thing positioned correctly. Let me see. This may tell me how much grain that'll hold once we get something in it. I don't guess it'll tell me until we actually put something in it. I was watching to see if it would catch this one little bit right there that it had missed, and it got it. Two more passes. Now let's see how well we can get the grain from the harvester into where we need it back here. That might not be too difficult. Will it reach? There it is. Wow. Okay, well that I just have to kind of remember the angle at which I need to go in there, which is okay. As long as I don't hit a tree and I can get in there, we can push the bush over. So that's good, it'll work. But now let's go look over here and see what it says. Since it tells us how much as we have in there. Let me see. Factories. Oh yeah, see, it almost filled that thing. So that thing only holds like 9,000 liters. Not that much. So really his one field is enough, but is it enough to keep this thing supplied beyond that? I'm going to have to get him a mobile silo because this is the only silo he has up here. So I'm going to have to get Archie a mobile silo as well. I'll just go ahead and let this guy... I was going to do it myself, but I might as well let the helper do it while I take the harvester back, because it's not going to matter. I really need to figure out how to get over to that field down there. But so far I have not figured out these roads. They just twist and wind back in here, and all the heavy foliage on the trees, I can't see what's going on. I get lost. See if this guy will go around me. Most of the time they come blasting right past me into no passing zone. Come on. Oh well. Oh, now how cool does that look? Awesome. Alright, now we can take the plow with this tractor. Couldn't get the right button. I should lease that thing called the Tree Be Gone and come take some of these trees out right at the entranceway, so it's easier to see, especially this one big one right there. Actually, I'd probably take this one out right here too in the middle. Now we can take this back and we'll bring the planter. They make this thing called the Tree Be Gone, and it works like a mulcher, but it will delete trees. And I usually do like to have one of those, even on a map like this where we're not doing forestry per se. I do like to have a Tree Be Gone. So I may end up buying one of those here before long. I would like to take out that one big tree at Archie's place, right at the entrance, because it makes it really hard to see the road. Yeah, there's trees all over the place. Now we can grab the planter and we'll take it back with us. And we'll swap out, we'll bring the plow back, because I want the bigger tractor to be working the equipment until I can buy another big tractor. sorghum. Monty, did you hear me honk at you when I drove by? See this tree right here? Just this one tree right here needs to come out. And it's a small one too. It's not even the one I thought it was. Oh no, that's not the right tree. I was going to say, I thought it was a bigger tree, but yeah, this one up here. This one right here. This one needs to come out. Because we still got those trees over there. That tree, those trees right there. So this one right here needs to come out. This tree, this big tree right there. And maybe this one. Yeah, probably this one too. We got plenty of trees on the edges. Yeah, plenty of trees on that side. So I will get the tree be gone and get rid of at least that tree and this one right here. But we don't have to do that yet. Hey, that guy's taking a break down here in the shade, ain't he? Or is he done already? I guess he's done already. And he did park it right down here in the shade for me so it'd stay a little bit cooler. Okay, nice. I didn't realize the plow was going to be done. All right. Six likes. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Come on. I think we can go ahead and go sleep after we get done with that field. It'll be going on 3 o'clock. So that'll be all right. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I started doing that. I do it all the time now. Alright, so while we're doing that, let's look here. Animal dealer. And here's what I've decided. I'm going to buy 20 chickens. And that's all. For right now. Yeah, I'm going to buy 20 chickens. Okay, so now we have 20 chickens. I'm not going to buy a rooster yet. I want to make sure that the eggs do what they're supposed to do. So I'm going to leave that like that for now. Now, once I know that I have that the eggs are going to sell and not spawn, then I'll buy a rooster. Alright guys, I need to take a quick break while this guy's doing this. So I'll let you ride along with him, and then I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Yeah, we're gonna do the one rooster. Monty, but we're not going to do it until after I make sure that the eggs are going to spawn where I want them to. Well, I don't want them to spawn at all. I want them to sell. So I just want to make sure I have that correct, and then we'll buy a rooster. I'm wondering if I park a trailer, right over here, with it backed in, I think if I just park one backed in right here, then we can just use it like a silo, and it can just supply this right here. I think that'll work. Kind of like we have the liquid fertilizer for the greenhouse up at the home place, that kind of thing. I think we could do that. That way I don't have to buy a tractor for this farm, because I'm going to be doing all the work. But I could buy a trailer, I think, and park it right there and use it like a silo. Because I'm actually going to need that. I don't need it yet, but I am going to need it because we have Angela is growing sorghum for Archie. So I need to have a place to put that when it's ready. So I'll have to, and the trailer's probably the cheapest way to go. Really. I think those trailers are what, 30,000? Well, I was hoping it would make all the way around and not skip any spots. Didn't happen. Let's see, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, game time. Let's just take a look. I don't really want to do baling. We could do mowing. That field's right up there. Okay, we could do that one. Oh yeah, that's right up by Richard's place. So that's mowing. That's a fairly easy one. Rock removal is easy also. I don't want to do one of those because I have to pay for it. Yeah. Maybe we could do a mowing. I think maybe we'll just go sleep. And then we'll look for, well, actually we'll have things of our own to do, won't we? Yeah. So we'll just go sleep. What's that over there? See? That's not ready to harvest. Well, I mean, it's ready to harvest, but it's not one we get to harvest. This thing is really weird. I'm going to have to plow that back up, aren't I? I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to plow that back up. Like create a field or something. I don't know. We'll have to find out. It looks like I'm going to have to do that. It is hard to see through the trees. Now I hope after we harvest this field one time and replant it, it's all going to be the same color. Because right now that's a two-tone looking field. So I'm hoping after we plow it the next time it all looks the same. That's because it had a couple of root crops. And a couple of them were not root crops. Alright, it's just a little bit early, but that's alright. It's 3 o'clock. We could do like a mowing contract just to kill a little bit of time, but that's alright. It doesn't hurt to end the day a little bit early once in a while. Let's see, we do have one contract, so we'll stop by here and collect it. $8,100, nice. Oops. Can't ride the bike home. Well, I mean, I could ride the bike home. Now we want to go up and check our liquid fertilizer level in our greenhouse. I'm just trying to get that trailer emptied. We got a truckload. Whoops. We have a truckload up here, so I don't need those trailers, so I'm just trying to get them emptied out. Then I can sell them, or I can go park them somewhere else on somebody else's farm. Because we have a green one also on our farm. See that tree right there I'd like to get rid of too. Do I own that tree? There's a tree back here that messes with me every time I come in here. Which tree is it? This one right here. Yeah, that big tree. That big tree right there needs to go. That tree needs to go. Yep, that's the one that I can't see around. I think that looks cool over there. I'm glad I found that thing. It fits really nice with this. It even has a wood burning stove in it. Nice. Alright, so let's save it. Well, let's sleep first and then we'll save it. Okay, now we can save it. Oh, Lincoln's right here too. Nice. All right, there we go. Oh. I didn't park in there. We want to go see what we got up here. Boy, it's not taking much, is it? Wow. It's just not taking much. Okay, Monty. Another day or two, I'll have to drive this into town. Fill it up instead of taking a pickup. We'll just take that truck. I could have done that this time. Maybe next time. Now we should have some of our own fields, but I didn't even look. So we will stop down here by the dealership and take a look at the map. But I believe we were going to have some of our own fields ready to go. Only maybe a couple, but still. Now we can just pull up right here, out of the way, and we'll take a quick look at the map. Yeah, see, we've got our own field ready to go. Nice. What else? Anything else? Yeah, we have sunflowers. One sunflower field is ready. And we have a soybean field. And corn. Nice. So let's start up here. What time is it? Okay, I've been streaming 2.5 hours so far. Let's go up here. So we will be harvesting corn. All right. Now we might look at contracts while we're harvesting and working Jacob and Amber's field. We might do a contract. I don't know if I will or not. I'm getting a little bit tired for multitasking. But contracts, if we keep doing the contracts, we keep making money. Welcome back, Monty. Yeah, I was just talking about that. The first thing, we got corn to harvest. We have soybeans to harvest, but we're going to do corn first. Now I am going to look and see what kind of contracts are available once we get started up here. But if there aren't any decent contracts, there's nothing I can do. I can't speed the clock up. Well, I could, but I don't want to, not while I have the helper working in a field. Oh, you know what? Let's check these out. Yep, nice. I'm glad I remembered that. The car sounds like he's having such a hard time going that slow, riding the brakes. That looks so funny. He can't hardly go that slow. Maybe he'll turn up here. Let's see if he turns. Ooh. He thinks I'm going somewhere. Let's see if he turns. Make him think I'm going to turn. Yeah, he didn't want to follow me no more. Alright, before we have to go any farther, we'll just pull right over here out of the way. We will look and see what kind of contracts there might be. I don't think we'll have anything decent. No, just rock removal. So let's we'll advance the clock. I don't want to advance it too many times though, because we do need time during this day to get some things done. So let's go see if we got what we got now. There's a hoeing contract. Here's a plowing. That's a small plowing, and that's up there where they're at. So we got to be up there anyway, so we can accept that because we're going to be taking our plow up there. Okay, then what else do we have? That's really all we have for this hour, but that's okay. We'll just do plowing. So we're going to accept this contract. Nice. We're going to... Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. How long is it gonna rain now? I can't harvest in the rain. But it's nice and sunny. So we need this rain to stop. Wow, I just got my dual sense controller, low battery. That's a little bit earlier than normal. Huh. Well, now I'm going to have to speed the clock up so I can get the rain to stop. Let's see, how long is it supposed to rain? Oh, not that long, 11 o'clock. Oh, look, here's another plowing contract. So we can work on this one also. Because once we don't need our plow over there, we can use our other tractor. Well, let's hold off on accepting this one. No, let's accept it. So we already have it. So that gives us 2 plowing contracts. Hey, James. Oh, I did not know about that. I had not heard about that. Because, I mean, I still have my console still has disk drive, so. Okay, now we want to go back here. And we want to get the plow. Now we're going to go up here to right back up there where we just were. And we've got 1 plowing contract up there we're going to do. We can go ahead and do it while the harvesters are running. We can do that 1 plowing contract. James, when did you find out about that? About this stuff with Sony? Oh, okay. Yeah, I have not heard anything about that. I'll have to see what I can find out. That's kind of messed up. I mean, right now, like, I'm playing this game. It's digital. I have a hard copy of it, and it's like it didn't do me any good to buy the hard copy because it reinstalled the digital version or something. Let's see, I need to look and see where that field is. It's over there off the 4 lane. Oh, that's the field we get into up there by where we live, or where I live. Interesting. Look at the roadblock. That guy got in such a hurry, now look what he did. They're honking at each other. That's funny. That guy caused a roadblock. Traffic jam. It'd be funny if they're still sitting there when we come back, but they won't be. That's not the first traffic jam caused by the AI. Almost caused another one right there. He almost caused one. Come on, dude, if you're gonna pass me, pass me. Let's see, are we going down right? Yep, this one right here. Now let's see, where's our, it'll be the last thing I get to. Oh, there he is. We can go grab this mobile silo. Oh, I don't have a tractor. I need to buy them their own tractor. Oh well, I forgot about that. I just bought the trailer. Yeah, I mean, that sounds kind of like, I don't like that idea at all. I want to be able to have access to disc, to the hard copies, just in case. I forget that I got to fertilize before I can plow. And I could have probably used the small one, but this will take one pass with this one and we'll have that field fertilized. So all right, so we're finished harvesting. Which if I hadn't forgot, then I could have already had this up there. since we're here, we might as well get these stalks that it missed right here. There's two, there's one there, and then another one right here. I don't know why it missed those. Now we are just getting them prepared for their popcorn operation. Now our plow is finished, so as soon as we get this back, we'll go grab our tractor with the plow, bring it over here, and once we get this field plowed, then we'll go do our other plowing contract. Another roadblock, look. Oh, he went around it that time. Hey, man. I just did bump that sign. Alright, so our plow is ready and our fertilizer spreader is complete, which we knew that would only take a couple of minutes. 2 hours and 59 minutes, yep. Well, actually about 2 hours and 57 minutes, because it was about 2 minutes after by the time I got started tonight. I got distracted right at the last minute. So it took me about 2 minutes to get started. Now you know what I can do? In fact, what I am going to do, we're going to park this right here, but I'm going to get the other header, and I am actually going to start harvesting these soybeans, because I don't need the harvester again. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start harvesting right here. I have that stuff in the way, actually, because I wanted to start right here but facing the other direction. But we'll start like this. It'll be okay. Like this. Okay, so we'll just let that guy run. I want to get this guy first. Let's go this way. Is that the right way? Maybe not. Oh yeah, I think maybe it is. That's not where we're going. Turn around. We're going up here. We got to do this one first, then we can go do the other contract. I just was able to outrun that thing and get this guy moved out of the way. Now we will go get the planter. Now we can park this over on our side. This time I usually park it over on the other side of the road. We just kind of use that property over there just because we can. But because we are going to be using this on our own side, we'll just go ahead and pull it over there for the time being. Hey, Christopher, how are you? All right, now we can take this up there. PlayStation and Facebook. I've seen a couple of your newer streams. Oh, you got tired of the upload? Oh, your fourth. What, you didn't have a good fourth? I wish it would do that on YouTube also, the live streams. Oh no, to the hospital. Now we'll just leave this guy parked right out. Well, I got you. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think I will reattach. Oh no, I bumped another sign. Now, this is going to be, almost hit the wrong button again, corn. Now we'll go get this other contract started with the plowing. So where was it? That is, oh, that's up by Dee Dee's place, okay. Now I'm not real familiar with this going this direction. I know we can, but I'm not real familiar with it. I've been down this way a time or two. Not I think once or twice, maybe once on this particular map we came this way. Down there's where the covered bridge is. Archie's up on the hill over there. That's where Archie is back there. we'll go straight across right here. Whoops. Another sign. Man, I'm hitting a lot of signs today. That's alright. Doesn't matter. There's another one. I was looking at the map. Alright, so we'll be able to get this contract done. We'll get our cornfield replanted. And then we may get done harvesting. I don't know for sure. I'm getting pretty tired, so we'll see where we're at when we get this done. We may stay long enough to get the harvesting done on our own field. It's already 12:30 in game time because we had to sleep because of the rain. So now I would like to get our other field finished this in-game day. I think we can do that. But not in this live stream. You have the new DLC? Which one? Now, did you get the DLC with the emergency vehicles? Christopher, is that the one with the fire trucks and stuff? I know I saw something about that here within the last few days recently. You've been up since 11 o'clock Monday morning. Okay, I don't know if I've heard of that one yet. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say The one I heard of, the one with the emergency vehicles, I know it was free. It's within the last week or so, though, when I saw something about that. I have not seen the one you're talking about. I don't recall it. Please read my chat. I am reading my chat and responding to my chat. I've responded to everything that's up there so far. Yeah, I saw that part. I saw all that part. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, the chat will pop up on my TV screen through the PlayStation. Sorry, but it doesn't always stay up there long enough, so I can't read it. And then I actually have to stop playing and look over at my laptop and find the message and stuff, so. So I'm actually trying to keep up with messages in 2 different places. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do all that. That would just get to be too much. To have to try to read chat on a cell phone while I'm playing on my TV, I couldn't do that. But PlayStation will put chat on the TV, on the game screen, but it just doesn't stay up there long enough sometimes. So I don't have time to read it, and then I have to go find it. I have to look over at my laptop and find it, and I can't actually play the game. But it's all good. Okay. I'll look later on today. I'm sure Farmer Cop has some. If he doesn't already have something out, he'll have something out very soon about that DLC. I don't recall seeing anything about that one. Just the emergency vehicle one, the free one. I did not install it. I want a police car. Yeah, that's a good idea, Christopher. So you have what's on your phone cast onto what you're on your TV, so you actually see your phone screen on your TV. That way you can follow chat on your TV. I don't have mine set up that way. That's pretty cool. That's a good idea, actually. That guy just keeps right on rolling. Well, I may very well one day ask you for some help too. You just never know. Alright, now let's go see where we're at as far as harvesting our own field. We're not going to do any more contracts today. I may finish harvesting our soybean field. We will see. I'm not sure. Depends on how much longer it looks like it might take. Oh, he's got plenty left. We can just leave that hooked up for right now. Let's see, where's our harvester? Is that it up here? Yeah. Alright, we'll ride a couple passes with this guy, but we're not going to stay long enough for him to finish. But we'll ride with him for a few minutes. Well, Christopher, I'm just trying to think of what kind of stuff do I really need somebody to help me with. Hey, Bruiser. Let me see if I can find out. 97% yield. Yeah, it could get if I rolled it, if I put lime on it, and maybe if I like sprayed it for weeds, I could get the other 3%. Because I think each of those things might give you 1%. But I've always been pretty happy with 97. Let's see, we can look and see. Oh, look, we do have a cultivating contract. Oh. We have a cultivating. Do I want to do a big cultivating contract? No, I don't want to take one on tonight. But we could do one next time. There's a small hoeing contract. We can do this one. No, I don't want to do that one either. Well, I like that one, but I don't like having to pay for the product. So, no, we're not going to do anything, but we will do cultivating next time. I don't want to do it this time. I'm going to ride out a couple of passes with this guy, and then we're going to call it a night. But we'll ride down there and back again. We'll just let that guy run. Now we'll stop down here at the dealership and collect on these 2 contracts that we just did. I do like those nice big contracts. 8,000 is a nice contract. All right, Christopher, God bless you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I think Lincoln might get an extra bowl of food. Okay, Monty. Yeah, I really would like to get rid of that tree right there. All right, we're going to save it right here. And we're going to pause it. My controller went dead, guys. Am I still here? I had to grab the other one. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Okay. I had to grab my other controller just as we were leaving. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it sit right here. We'll pause it until next time. So thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Farm is coming along the map is coming along really awesome. So we'll do it again Wednesday night, guys. Until then, God bless.